You're dealing with two extremely proficient professionals here. Okay?
2.5.
We know what we're doing, God.
Don't say we.
Gothard knows what he's doing.
Absolutely.
He might be the only one that knows what he's doing on this show. I wrote some garbage this week, by the way.
Hi, Andrew Santino.
Hi, Sarah Tiana. How are you?
I'm great.
I
feel like so clean and pure and wholesome because I won last week.
Yeah.
You lost again. Oh my God, you were like the Cardinals. So you had to get a tattoo on your neck.
I did.
Of Gothard.
I'm a loser, but I'm more like the Raiders. You know, I lose, but I get some good ones. And this one is a good one, baby.
You look like a Raiders player with a neck tattoo.
I know. Back
and
up.
a Raiders fan.
Back up! I got a Gothard on my neck, and I got to tell you, it's permanent, baby. It's permy.
Why is it so red?
Yeah, because I'm so orange.
Oh, so it just
He's so clear, and I'm so orange that it comes out red. Right?
Okay.
Translucent.
Beautiful.
It looks gorgeous?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Translucent people plus orange people turn into red.
That's our version of a baby right there.
This is if Gothard was at the beach tanning all week.
It's lobstered.
It looks good. It looks good, and I'm proud to have
Gothard. Okay, well, this week it's the holidays.
Yeah.
And you and I, before the show, were discussing how much we hate certain holiday foods. So if you lose this week, which you probably will again, you hate stuffing.
I loathe stuffing. Stuffing is disgusting to me. It smells. It's lumpy. It looks like it's already been out of your body. It looks like it already came out, and you're putting it back in. It's f***ing gross. I hate stuffing.
Okay. Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
I wish we could put some stuffing in your mouth right now, just so we didn't have to hear you talk.
So when I don't lose, I'll eat stuffing. And when you do lose, I know you hate collard greens, so you'll be eating collard greens out of a can, okay?
Out of a can?
Canned collard greens. And I choose the brand, by the way. You're not going to get some fancy from Bristol or Gelson's. You're getting some John's. You're getting some from John's.
All right, fine.
Let's do it.
All right, the first prop. Philip Rivers led the Chargers to an impressive comeback win in Pittsburgh Sunday night, his 9th win of the season. It was also reported this week that he and his wife Tiffany are expecting their 9th child, which would give them enough to field an entire offense as a family. The prop. Which does Philip Rivers have more of the rest of his life? Children or playoff wins?
Genesis 1:28. Be fruitful and multiply, okay? That's what the good Lord said if you're Roman Catholic, baby. Phil and Tiff bump ugly so much they could start their own army. I like Philip Rivers. I think he's awesome, but he's only won 3 playoff games his whole career, and he's 36. There ain't much gas left in the tank, but he's got plenty of ink in the pen, if you know what I'm talking about, Philip! By the way, I blame all of this on Antonio Cromartie because he joined the Chargers in '06, and that's when they started canoodling about who could have more kids. We all know Cromartie has 13 children. He's the pump king, and Rivers is not going to let his old teammate show him up. And Rivers, as we know, can't stop at 13 because that's the number of the devil.
Well,
that's the Judas number.
All right, I understand that, but I'm going to say playoff wins because we all know, he's been to 9 playoff games, and now he's expecting his 9th child, which means him and his wife are both due. All right? So his wife ain't the only one that can deliver. I'll tell you that right now. Because Philly Riv is having a great season. He's 5th in touchdowns. He's 3rd in passer rating. And he's 7th in yards and 1st in number of children with the same baby mama, which I think is the record that he's going to continue to hold for the rest of his life in football. He has 6 girls. He has 2 boys. And apparently no plans to have a vasectomy. So I think he's not going anywhere as far as being a father or in football because he's playing better every day, and he's only 37. He's only 37, which is 2 years younger than Breeze, 4 years younger than Brady, and 50 years younger than Troy Aikman's liver. So I think for sure he's staying in football, and I'm going to say playoff wins.
No, you're wrong because you know he's not going to win 9 playoff games. Honestly, all jokes aside,
he could win 9 this season.
No, he can't.
Yes, logistically, he certainly can.
He literally might. Okay, it's a possibility, but we all know it's not going to happen.
All right,
no
whatever.
chance.
Gothard.
No chance.
Yeah, I think as fun as it is to think about the Chargers winning a playoff game, I'm going to go with Santino.
Come on, baby. You know that's the truth. That's the truth.
He's going to keep popping them out.
He's already got 9 children. And what did he say in an interview? We have no plans on stopping. She said, fill him up.
Yeah,
That's what she said in the interview.
He's changing his last name to Duggar, probably.
They're moving out to some creepy farm in Utah that I believe Gothard's family owns. Prop number 2. Speaking of Catholic quarterbacks, Jim Harbaugh's name is buzzing around the NFL once again as the Michigan head coach is rumored to be a target of at least the Green Bay Packers as they begin to look for their next head coach. The prop, will or won't Jim Harbaugh coach in the NFL next season?
You know he ain't going nowhere, especially until he beats Ohio State, which means it's going to be a while, all right? He makes too much money at Michigan. Nobody in the NFL can afford him. And the NFL, you know, they get one big draft pick a year, every team, you know? In Michigan, he gets like 7 major recruits. Who doesn't want to be able to coach like that? Also, he gets to wear the Jumpman logo. He's doing just fine. And Green Bay, they should not be looking at anybody like Harbaugh. They should be looking for the future. They should be looking for McVay. They should be looking for a Shanahan, a Nagy. They should be looking for the future, not some old guy that's known for khakis and calling people jive turkeys who's afraid of eating chicken, all right? I don't think Harbaugh goes anywhere. I think he loves staying at Michigan, and he stays there for a while.
Oh, you're wrong. This is where you're definitely wrong.
Oh,
First of all, he's 5-3 in the postseason in the pros. He's got a great professional record.
Oh, 5-3 is a good postseason.
In the postseason,
record?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And
All
actually,
right,
quite is.
Okay.
He's got a 629% rating of winning in the NFL, which is pretty damn good, if you ask me. And to combat what you're saying, he is going to beat Ohio State if he does stick around. It'll be sad because Urban Meyer is gone, so it'll be so easy to beat Ohio State. But beating Ohio State without Urban Meyer will be like using the Game Genie for Nintendo. Did you really beat him, though? Did you really beat the boss? First of all, the GM, Brian Gadunst, says he loves Jim. I don't even know what his name is, Gagunst, whatever. And love is a big word they don't use often in Wisconsin. I know, I haven't even said that to my wife since we allegedly got married. But listen, the Packers love him. They need him. And as far as money goes, McCarthy got paid $6.5 million. And that's exactly how much Belichick's getting paid, and Jim's getting paid $7 million down there. Come back up to the pros, my good friend. Get some real money.
You just want him to play in Green Bay so
sure I do.
you can beat him.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
He'd be
You think the show isn't strategy? Gothard?
I'm going with Sarah on this one.
Woo!
He's not going anywhere. He wants to beat Ohio State. It's going to be easy to beat him, so Sarah's tying it up here.
The point we should have made is that he lived in Ann Arbor for a while as a youth, so no doubt he loves Ann Arbor because he's a king around those parts. And for $7 million a year, the mother can buy Ann Arbor.
Prop number 3, from one Harbaugh to another, Jim's brother John has his Ravens at 7-5 and a half game out of first in the AFC North. But he has a quarterback issue. Rookie Lamar Jackson has won 3 straight games, but 11-year starter and Super Bowl champ Joe Flacco is back at practice and maybe ready to play. The prop, more snaps the rest of the season, Lamar Jackson or Joe Flacco?
Pretty boy Flacco. Do you know he was voted most handsome quarterback in the NFL in 2017? The guy is a mega babe.
No,
I love him. Yes, he's got
God.
a great hairline, great jawline. Look, Lamar Jackson is good. He is very good if you got to beat pushovers like the Falcons and the Raiders.
All right.
But KC is next. The perhaps Super Bowl going team, Kansas City, is next, and you need pretty boy Flacco, okay? Also, Lamar Jackson, he's good. He's fine. Yeah, he played well the last couple of games, but he only has a 73 quarterback rating, which is coincidentally Sarah's high school average. C's don't get degrees, lady. Also, LJ went into he just went into concussion protocol this weekend, and this weekend my liver went into cirrhosis protocol due to the Bears blowing another game in overtime. You need a Super Bowl champ to compete against the next possibly Super Bowl champs, and that's why I say Flacco's going to get more snaps.
Oh, you're so wrong and ugly. Listen,
what?
As much as I like a guy that takes the bus to practice like Flacco does, you have to go with somebody like Lamar Jackson. He is the future. Also, you're not going to take him out because his momager would probably rip Harbaugh's balls off and use them as a Christmas decoration. She is a scary person, and I would not want to get in her way. Also, Lamar Jackson is undefeated in his 3 starts. So he has proven himself as a very valuable asset. He's making some mistakes, like he's turning the ball over.
A lot?
Yes.
A lot?
And he's definitely reminding me of a Korean dictator because he's overthrowing all the time. But Lamar Jackson is the future of football because he's a scrambler and a runner. And what is Joe Flacco? He's boring.
Super Bowl champion.
No, I mean, he's known for having a bad hip and talking about mattress shopping with Sean Payton. So I don't think Flacco is who we should be going for right now.
Yes, he is.
I'm going Lamar Jackson all the way.
You're going for Lamar. I've got a severe concussion Jackson. Okay.
Sarah, don't call him ugly. He's got my face on his neck.
Yeah!
It's really offensive to me if you're calling him ugly.
I think his neck is gorgeous.
Oh, remember the pandering?
Face.
The pandering?
His face.
All right, anyway, I think Santino did have to say one thing that was right on the nose, is that he's injury prone, and I think that Lamar Jackson could be injured. I'll give you Flacco.
Oh, he's injured prone? But Flacco's the one that's coming out with a hip problem?
He just runs too much. He runs too much.
He's
exactly right. Prop number 4, Sarah. Besides Gothard, my other super famous, handsome best friend is Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Because of my support this season, he has been incredible, leading all tight ends in yards with 1,082 through 12 games, closing in on Gronk's all-time single-season record of 1,327 yards in 2011. The prop, over or under 246 yards, and the all-time record this season for Mr. Travis Kelce.
Well, I'm going to say under because that's the position I always want to be in when it comes to Travis Kelce. I'm also saying under because I think that the Chiefs are going to, clinch the playoffs this weekend, and then they're probably going to secure home field advantage right after. So I think they could be resting him the last 2 games of the season, which would inhibit him from breaking the record. Also, do I want him to break the record? Yes. Do I want him to have a playoff berth? I want any kind of berth when it comes to Travis Kelce, especially one of my own. But first things first, let's make sure they clinch the AFC. So I will call him during their bye week and make sure that he's okay, but I have to go under.
Okay, well, you can go underneath him, and I'm going to still support him from above and say that he's
you're
definitely
a top?
going over.
You're
I'm a top.
Oh, you're a top.
You know I'm a top.
All right.
You know I'm a top. Ask my boy Gothard all about that. Look. Killer Trav is just getting started. My boy is unbelievable. This past week, he went 12, 168, and 2. Those numbers are redonkulous, okay? That's incredible. He's averaging 90 yards a game, 4 games left in the regular season. Anybody can do that math. That's clearly over 246 yards. They are going to clinch the division and coast into the playoffs, and Kelce will slurp up another 200-plus yards. It's in the cards. It's in the cards. It's too easy. And by the way, with Kareem Hunt kicking it lately,
Hey, they got 2 good kickers on there.
They got a couple of kickers now.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have more chances to catch a bunch of throwaway yards now that Hunt is going to be taking a break. And Mahomes has openly expressed how much he loves throwing to Trav. Gothard?
Too
Are
soon.
you throwing the gun?
Too soon!
I say it too soon.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, take points away.
It's a good joke. He's kicking it.
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah, it was
I think
all right.
Sarah had another good point here, is that they're going to coast in the playoffs, and they might rest him. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to her.
Woo!
Taking the lead 14-10.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Couldn't be less true.
Oh, Gothard is so right sometimes. Prop number 5. Last week was an awesome week for non-traditional touchdowns. Bears defensive lineman Akeem Hicks ran one in. Lions left tackle Taylor Decker caught one. Bears running back Tariq Cohen threw one, and Odell Beckham threw another one. The prop, which will account for more TDs the rest of the season, linemen or non-QB throws?
Okay, so listen, this was a weird prop for me. It's very odd because it's a weird question. And I definitely think it's going to be linemen based on what I saw my Bears do. We could have used more linemen doing anything of any worth. I went down a rabbit hole. I watched linemen run 40s for about an hour and a half, and that's a real fact. I literally went on YouTube to watch it. You know Josh Sweat runs a 4.5 40? That's pretty incredible. At 6'5", 265, I think linemen are in better shape than anybody on the field. I think linemen are the future. Defense, this is a defense-leaning NFL that we're seeing now. A lot of great defense, and I think the new future is going to be linemen.
You did not believe a word that you just said.
Well, let's be honest here.
Hello. Let's not be honest.
honest
Let
here.
me make my point first.
The question's weird.
Let me give some examples of non-QBs that are going to throw touchdowns for the remainder of the season. Mark Sanchez, non-QB.
Funny.
Nick Mullins, RG3, anyone who touches the ball for the Raiders, and our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who lives vicariously through Phillip Rivers. I think all of those non-QBs are going to be airing it out. Look, I love seeing fat linemen run. I think it should be one of the 12 days of Christmas. And a fat lineman running it deep. But I think non-QBs are given the ball a lot more to throw touchdowns, if not just to shut them up. That's why Odell is getting the ball, so he'll shut the F up and stop complaining.
True.
So I think non-QBs is the answer, and I think I'm right. And a fat lineman running it deep.
That is a very weird question. We got a lot of singing.
It's a really weird question.
Very weird.
But I think I made it entertaining.
I think you did.
Yeah,
make it
you did.
entertaining. I think you made the best point too,
Yep,
because
you did
the
a great
Giants
job.
can't score without Odell throwing it. So
Yep.
I'll give you 3 more.
Oh, 3 more. Oh, 3 more? Even for the singing? Can I get 4?
Well,
Can I
you're not a
get
good
4?
singer.
No.
You got a terrible voice, so that's why he should have given you less.
I think I should get more because I have a terrible voice and I had the courage to sing.
We had to sit through it.
3 is a happy medium. 3 is a happy medium.
4, but okay.
Prop number 6. While the NFL is still a few weeks away from their playoffs, college football already has theirs set. Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame, and Oklahoma are your final 4 playoff teams, leaving out Georgia, Sarah, Ohio State, UCF, and plenty of others, and causing the usual outrage amongst sports media and fans wanting an 8-team playoff, darn it. The prop, over or under the year 2026 before we get an 8-team playoff.
Under. Please, God, please let it be under. I mean, they cannot keep drawing it out for this long. It's what the people want. And when the success of a 4, like, it would be so stupid to not expand it because the 4-team playoff is already amazing and huge. It would be so great to expand it to 8 just so we could get people to shut the F up about it, especially those undefeated teams like UCF. And we want to cheer for those kinds of teams in the playoffs anyway. We don't want to just keep cheering for Alabama. And wouldn't it be nice for once if Alabama had to beat 3 good teams in a year instead of just 2 when they're in the playoffs? Am I bitter? Yes. Am I right? Hell yeah, I am. Honestly, a real housewife has a tougher schedule than the Alabama team does. So I think you have to expand it. We want to expand it as a group. I think it needs to be settled right now.
You give them 8, and you know what? Then they say, when do we get 16? That's what old man Greg, even my name sounds stiff, Skanky said when they denied the expansion talks, because old white men hate change, Sarah. When are you going to learn? This is never going to change. Old white people who run this thing don't want change. The SEC started in 32. It took them 30 years to realize that black dudes are way better at football than white dudes, integrating in 66. Make no mistake, they don't like change. Plus, you'll have to shift the regular season, which means you're going to lose a game out of the regular season. The players have vocally all said they don't want to lose a game. That's a revenue loss for the good old boys. And those good old boys like their money, even if they don't have to pay the players and they streamline and filter local money through donors to keep alumni fat and rich and happy. That being said, it's never going to change. They like it the way it is.
It would be so easy to change.
I don't disagree.
Other bowl games.
I don't disagree that it would be better. What we're talking about here is it going to happen? It ain't going to happen.
All right.
It ain't going to happen.
Gothard, make it happen.
Well, I'm with you, Sarah. I want them to change it because I'm a Michigan State fan and we're never going to be top 4. So I want them to expand it. But I agree with Santino. They don't want to do it, so they're not going to change it anytime soon.
They're not going to lose it. They're not losing the game.
Santino?
I agree with
Not losing the game for the
Santino.
regular
Oh,
season.
no, why does he get 7?
He got 7 too.
I don't complain about the numbers.
Oh. All right, prop number 7. Gothard, I'm going to need you to put your earmuffs on for this.
Put my
You have
earmuffs
to
on?
put headphones on.
Put your headphones on.
You can't hear what we're going to talk about right now. You're being punished.
Okay.
Can you please do it slow?
I'm working
By the way, this is how his parents used
Can
to
you
punish
hear
him
us?
too.
Hold on.
His parents used to make him listen to music when they were mad at him.
Oh, he's going to plug his phone into it. Yes, good job.
all right? Is
Yes,
that
we don't
okay?
want you to hear
All right,
us.
play a song.
Okay, all right.
What are you playing, by the way?
What are we going to, I guess?
Yeah.
Little Mac Miller. Little Mac Miller.
Oh, rest in peace, baby.
Peace.
Country girl, shake it for me. That's probably what he's listening. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Okay, he can't hear us.
All right, let's go.
All right, prop number 7. While the 2 semifinals are always bowl games, everyone knows this year the Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl, there are 38 more bowl games, many of which are complete nonsense with nonsense names. Gothard, who cannot hear us right now, claims to be a huge college football fan. The prop, over or under 19.5 bowl games that Gothard can name off the top of his head.
This is so clearly an over. This guy is a freak of nature.
Clearly an over.
He's a machine. He's a little computer. All he does is sit at home and watch sports. He doesn't love his wife. He doesn't pay attention to his family. Look at him.
Which we could say.
Which we can
'Cause he
clearly
can't hear
see.
us.
So I think he's going over. In fact, I think he's going to get 25.
You think he's going to get 25?
25.
Okay, I'm saying under because I tried this on my boyfriend last night, who is a degenerate gambler and a huge football fan, and he could barely get 10 because the names are always changing and they're always super super weird.
They are.
I mean, they're also weirdly named, like the Dollar General Bowl, the Red Box Bowl, the Burrito Bowl with extra guac. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ordering lunch.
He goes to all those places.
I know, that's true. I know.
All of these.
I just say it's harder than it seems.
It is way harder than it seems.
And most people probably could guess 10, but I'm saying 19 and a half. Like, that's a lot.
That's a lot. But I
That's a
got to
lot.
tell you, you and your boyfriend are in love, and you do a lot of fun things together. He doesn't have any fun in his life, okay? So I can tell you this, he's paying a lot more attention to college football than he is to his relationship, and we're going to hear him talk about it. I don't think we need to argue about it anymore. I'd rather just hear the dude.
I have more faith in Gothard than I have in myself, but I would say understood.
All right, so we're going to mark it off, and we're going to find out what he does.
I have a list.
So we have
You
the
have a
list
list
here. Yeah, we got
Okay.
the list, and we're going to mark it off as he goes through it. And Gothard.
What do you think the first one he says is? I'm hoping it's First Responder Bowl.
It's got to be.
Or Gasparilla Bowl.
Everybody knows his first one's going to be the. It's going to be the Belk Bowl, which I've never heard of in my entire life.
It's a store.
He's a Belk guy. The Frisco Bowl. All right. All right, sweetheart.
I actually really enjoyed listening to music there. I feel like.
Okay, you know
All
what?
right,
We can fire you. We can fire you.
We are music to your ears.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Gothard. The prop was how many names of bowl games can you name?
Oh no.
Name the number of bowls.
And
There's 39 of them.
there's 39 bowls total.
Okay.
How many can you name?
And
Go.
What? Oh, go. Go.
Just start naming them.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, go.
Okay. There's the Peach Bowl, the Orange Bowl, the Rose Bowl, the Fiesta Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still the Red Box Bowl? The Tax Slayer Bowl. Is there a Military Armed Forces Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, I knew there was
Yeah.
one of those.
Tax Slayer
Let's
Bowl.
see here. Outback Bowl, Alamo Bowl, Motor City Bowl.
God, if this was in order.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, why aren't you saying them in order?
Well, because they're just saying them as they come to my head here.
Motor City Bowl?
What else is there? What else is there? I said Tax Slayer. Pinstripe Bowl.
Yeah.
Then there's I'm starting to get
weary.
starting to get weary here. Did I say Peach Bowl?
You did.
did.
Said that. Oh no, I'm going back.
Motor City is not on
You had
here.
Holiday
Wait,
and
Motor City
Outback.
Bowl should be. Oh wait, no, it's something. It's a different car bowl now. Tulane or no, it's making me mad. It's
You
the one,
idiot!
The one in Detroit. But all right, that's probably it.
I think that's it. He get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is all I got.
Told you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, let's go over some of the ones that you totally f***ed up. The Sugar Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, Sun Bowl, Gator, Citrus, and Liberty Bowl.
Holiday Bowl.
Those are all so easy.
The
Independence
Cheez-It Bowl. I
Cheez-It.
figured for sure you would know that
I
one.
figured you would get, oh no, you got Alamo, that's 11. I figured you'd get the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. I mean, come on.
I can't believe I
The
missed.
Gasparilla Bowl.
The Gasparilla Bowl. I can't believe you didn't get the Hawaii Bowl or the Boca Raton Bowl.
Doesn't matter. I won. I get points. I
For
said
the
under.
record, I said you would get over 19 and a half. She said you would get under.
You gave me 19.
I didn't give you, it was 19 was the prop. And I said,
That's a lot.
God.
yeah, but I figured you'd be able to do it.
I know.
Couldn't.
Somebody had faith in you.
I know. I'm sorry.
Me, myself, and I.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
It's okay.
So what? I got.
What's up with this
But I
wild
only
card
get
prop?
1 point for that.
That was a horrible line. That
Yeah.
was a really bad line.
I don't set the line.
Yeah, I know,
just
but
made the argument.
the payout to that can't be super big. So.
Thank you. All right, what's up with this wild card prop, baby?
All right. Well, since that was a super Matt-focused one, let's have a different Matt-focused this one. So we'll have another one of my buddies tee this up.
Oh.
Your buddies.
Hey, I'm Matt Walsh, lifetime Bears fan, Chicago guy. So my question relates to the Bears. Will the Bears, or won't the Bears, get to a Super Bowl with Mitchell Trubisky?
Well, would you like to take this up first so I can win the game and obviously close this out?
Yeah, okay, I'm saying he won't, and I'm sorry, but it's only because he signed a 4-year contract with the Bears, so I don't know if he can get them to a Super Bowl within 4 years. I do think that they're on a good run, especially if they keep building their defense the way that they are, but I think the Bears have shown in these last couple of weeks, maybe it's just because they're without him, that there are definitely some holes that still need to be repaired, and I don't know if 4 years is a long enough time to do that. I don't think he stays in Chicago. That's my whole argument for this. I think they're building a team around him, but he's also going to have to stay healthy in those regards. So if he does take the Bears to the Super Bowl, I think that would be an incredibly expensive ticket because they're like $10,000 a piece. I think that's the only way he takes the Bears to a Super Bowl.
Okay.
If he buys them tickets.
And he will buy them tickets.
Oh, he will?
And I'll buy you a ticket if we go to the Super Bowl because we will.
Write that down.
Write that down.
That's on camera.
First of all, Mitch Trubisky has been hurt. Okay, we lost last week in overtime to the garbage Giants, and that has a lot to do with the fact that we are without Mitch. I think Mitch is the literal team leader that we need, that can get us to the Super Bowl. We have so many other elements, including a phenomenal defense, which you said, and we're on fire. We're on fire, okay? This is just the beginning of the Bears reigning supreme in the NFC. I do think we have a very bright future with him. It may not be this year, but it will be in the next couple of years. I think there's no doubt in my mind that he is the great white hope.
That's, see, mismanagement of the clock.
That's not
like
true.
The Bears.
I was ending just on time.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
Oh, you'll allow it?
Let's see what Matt has to say.
Great discussion. Andrew, just because you're funny doesn't mean you're smart. Truth is, the Bears will get to a Super Bowl with Trubisky because their defense is so strong, and defenses don't drop off like offenses from year to year. So I believe we'll get there with him in the next decade.
I can't wait to get you some collard greens.
We don't know. We don't know what the score is yet.
And yet we do.
Maybe you get half a point. Oh, it's that. No.
Yeah!
2 points. Oh,
I'm so happy. This feels so good. And that's what you
You
get.
should have given him 3 points because that's how many the Bears lost by this week. To the Giants!
How did the Falcons do?
We lost to the Ravens.
That's exactly right.
But we shouldn't have beat the Ravens.
You shouldn't have beat the Ravens. You won't beat anybody else this year.
No. I'm going to beat your ass. That's what
Are you?
I'm going to do with a can
Okay.
of collard greens.
Yeah, okay. The can that I pick.
An empty can.
The can after you're done eating collard greens. I'm so excited. Gothard, great to see you. Thanks for having my neck and my back, because I do have you on my back as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And remember, kids, follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at 2Debate2Furious. Follow both of us at Sarah Tiana and at Cheeto Santino. And subscribe to Yahoo Sports on YouTube to get new episodes every Wednesday.
That's right. We bet you'll be back. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Props on the Yahoo YouTube page.
Yeah, please subscribe because we need more viewers, and that's how we stay alive and eat and feed our families.
New shows come out every Wednesday. And don't forget to hit the like button right below our beautiful faces right here. That'll help us out, too.
Yeah.
Props to you if you do it right.